now for today's Concacaf Nations League group stage match between Grenada and St. Martin. Two teams make the final eight of six matches in the group stage Nations League. And while they in the group, hello everyone. I'm Laura Sherman. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So coming on a big 4-0 over Victor. We'll give it to that today. It's very nice. No chance of it's a perfect day to play some football. For St. Martin, looking for a bounce-back game. Curacao has been on a hot streak as of late, and they ran into that in the last game, ultimately lost 5-0. Here are the Group B standings in League B. So, right now, Grenada with that 7 points in third, and St. Martin cannot catch them for third place, which means St. Martin is moving down to League C in the next cycle of Concacaf Nations League. Grenada, with that big victory over St. Lucia, secured that they will be in League B in the next cycle as well. And coming up next, the St. Lucia and Curacao game is to decide this group who moves on to League A and who gets a berth in the Gold Cup as well. So a lot on the line for Grenada and St. Martin as well. This is a fifth meeting in history. St. Martin looking to change some history because they've actually never been able to best Grenada, and so would like to change that today. These Concacaf Nations League League B games take place in centralized locations, so that's why we're here in Curacao. But excited to get going with this one between Grenada and St. Martin. They've already played, of course, because this is the final group stage game, and everybody plays each other twice. And the first time they played each other, it was the very first window, the very first game, September 6th, ended up being a 2-0 win for Grenada. St. Martin has won a game over the course of this tournament, and it was another kind of surprising lopsided score of 4-0 against St. Lucia. St. Lucia's on a 2-game losing streak heading into what ultimately is essentially a championship match coming up with St. Lucia and Curacao. St. Martin does have some confidence in this tournament, looking to gain even more before they exit Concacaf Nations League here in 2024. Well, lovely views as we get ready. Of course, we'll have starting 11s, get you set on the captains, our officials, and then we'll kick off here from Curacao in the first of 2 games. Group B, League B.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this 2024-2025 Concacaf Nations League group match, the national teams of Grenada and...
Well, here come Grenada and St. Martin walking out onto the pitch. We'll hear the national anthems from both countries. Then we'll get you set on the starters for this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Grenada. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Saint Martin. Now, this is the starting lineup for the team of Grenada.
All right, just about ready to go. Grenada and St. Martin, Concacaf Nations League. This is the final game of the group stage for both of these countries. Get you set on the starting 11s, introduce you to our referee crew today, and then we'll kick off from Curacao.
Number 9, forward, Lucas
This is,
number 11, midfielder,
again, the 5th overall meeting between these two countries as we take a look at the starting 11 for Grenada. Coached by Charlie Joseph,
number 17,
coming off a big 4-0 victory in which they scored all 4 of their goals in the second half. Francis is absolutely a player to watch out for. He got things going in that second half and contributed to 2 goals in that game. Williams as well, they have a lot of different threats, actually had 4 different goal scorers in that win over St. Lucia. Here are our match officials. Cormoran is our center referee as the 2 captains meet in the middle. Johan Varden is the captain for St. Martin, and Aaron Pierre, the center back, captain for Grenada.
Number 11 and forward,
It was a very disappointing game for St. Martin. Felt like they maybe had some momentum after the St. Lucia victory, but ultimately ran into a Curacao team that has been playing so well as of late. And the main problem in that game was Earl Margarita, who scored 4 goals for Curacao. So trying to avoid that and have a better defensive performance today, St. Martin. Mentioned Varden is the captain today. Avray is the head coach. Rapo's back in net, probably hoping for a slower day. And Raga gets the start. He came in off the bench, Axel Raga, but he does have 9 all-time goals in Concacaf Nations League for St. Martin, so definitely a player that makes sense to start here today. Just trying to get the offense going as well. Ultimately, he's mustered up 13 shots in the last game, just could not put one through, and I didn't feel like they totally tested the keeper in that last match too much. All right. Grenada wearing green kits with the red trim. Blue kits with white shorts for St. Martin. St. Martin will start with possession, and we are underway. Concacaf Nations League group stage. It's a 6th and final game for these 2 teams. St. Martin will move down to League C in the next cycle of Concacaf Nations League. Grenada looking to finish in 3rd. If they had, Grenada have just been able to muster up another point, they really could have been in contention within this group, but just a couple of losses and at the beginning of the group stage put them in a tough spot. But absolutely looked like the better side in the last game against St. Lucia, especially in that second half. It was such a dominant performance. Vincent, Doral Pierre, Trayvon Williams. Williams had 1 of the 4 goals in the last game for Grenada. Reese Charles Cook, the keeper. St. Lucia had 9 shots, and Charles Cook had to make 5 saves in the last game to earn the shutout. But most of them he could handle. I didn't think there was anything too difficult, and that's just a credit to the defense, the center back pairing, the 2 Pierres for Grenada. Did such a good job to neutralize the threats for St. Lucia. Jermaine Francis headed in a goal to start things in the second half, and it was a great finish. He had to split the defense, a very brave play for Francis. And Grenada was just able to build upon that. Possessing now as St. Martin sits back. Johnson picks up speed, and he lifts off to Vincent. Keeps it in. Push behind in possession still with Pierre and Grenada. Played long, trying to go over the top here. Atkins settles. He's wide with it. Back to Vincent. Francis goes to work against 2 defenders, and is tackled away. Maguire was able to get there for St. Martin. It's a bit of a thin bench for St. Martin in this game, have 4 less subs available than Grenada. Vincent on the throw. Francis just fighting through some contact, and it's cleared out for St. Martin. Williams. Dispossessed on that one. Varsovi. Evading the defense as it slammed off of Vincent. Well, Varsovi was a bright spot for St. Martin in the last game. Actually had a save off the line. That would have been goal number 6 for Curacao. Again, Curacao and St. Lucia will play after this game at this stadium. And it will decide this group and who moves on to the Gold Cup. That's what makes Concacaf Nations League so exciting, is that you have a chance to move around, earn promotion, get relegated as well. And the Gold Cup has become such an important tournament in CONCACAF for both the men and the women. And that's what's on the line for these teams in League B. They have a chance to compete in the Gold Cup against many of the League A teams. Johnson up that left side, can't make anything of it. Oh, Darius Johnson in the first half, in which Grenada didn't score at all. In that first half against St. Lucia, he was the most threatening player. Vincent. Johnson, 1v1, having some trouble. Now picks up some speed, looking to cross it in. Atkins the target. And it ricochets off the defense. Kept in the final third here. Vincent loses a defender. Gets around, looking for a cross. And again, it's bumped off the defense. Congested there in the box. That was really promising for Grenada. Looks like they're going to have some success in the wide areas if St. Martin doesn't change things defensively. And we'll see this again. Is Francis. Just a tug of a kit against Laban. Laban Definitely a player to watch out for on the St. Martin side. His 2 goals over the course of this tournament. Vincent. Well, so far, Grenada has had possession in this game. Very early moments, though. St. Martin has a lot of time to grow into this match. Varden, the captain and the engineer through the midfield for St. Martin, has it intercepted. Pierre, Atkins. Lofted up for Francis. Vincent serves it up into the box. Atkins with a bit of a heavy touch there. Came with a lot of power, and looks like the flag went up as well. Kick for Rapos. The keeper for St. Martin. Rapos wasn't inundated with shots in that Curacao game. He just, unfortunately, found himself in a couple of 1v1 situations with Margarita. And it was a day to remember for Curacao, and it helps that this team gets to play at home. So kind of an unfortunate draw there for St. Martin, and really anybody in this window in November that has to go up against them. It's a big crowd. And obviously they have a lot to play for with a chance to win this group. Vincent Hippolyte. Miles Hippolyte, a goal and assist against St. Lucia for Grenada. Williams. Booted all the way back for St. Martin. Pierre's gonna give it chase. In a battle with Raga. Raga on the throw. Varden now. That just slows the pace for St. Martin. See if they can possess a little bit, find the seams of this Grenada defense. Rapos. Controlled by Grenada. Vincent. Trying to play keep away. Laban on the swipe. Momentum forward now for Grenada. Oh, right into the defense. Laguerre steps 2 for St. Martin. The other way now, Laban. Lose a defender, missed tackle by Pierre. Laban into the box for St. Martin. Off the turn, looking for a shot. And Raga can't get anything off. Look at a transition now the other way. Here comes Grenada on the left side. And Johnson didn't get fouled. Play on, says our center referee. And Corporan. Varsovi. Laguerre. Laban. Laban. Francis now instead. And it's off of Francis and out of play. Well, that feed on the top of the box, Saraga was the best St. Martin has looked in the final third. They honestly have not been in the attacking third much in the opening 10+ minutes of this match. Rapos. Laguerre. Laban dribbles that right into the defense, and it's going the other way. We'll see this again from Laban. Looks like he played that into the hand, although it's hard to kind of see there, of Williams. Pierre. Vincent. Slides that through to Atkins, and it just curls around right to the keeper and Rapos. Bit of pressure from Francis and Atkins in that front line for Grenada. Grega, cross header, just off for Laban. Well, that combination has been good so far for St. Martin, and what a look for Laban. That's who you want, your leading scorer on the back post, and it's a nice service. Just doesn't put it on target. Point blank and just wide. Laban, you can see the reaction. That was a great opportunity, despite the St. Martin team not really having possession, to take the lead. Laban trying to earn a takeaway in front of the keeper, Charles Cook. Laguerre just behind him and unable to build for St. Martin. Francis has it poked away. Varden, tight passes here for St. Martin. Laban, Varden. Laguerre. Varsovi. Varden. Back and forth for St. Martin. Now off the swing. Fabian picks up speed, plays it over the top, full speed ahead, and it's out of play. Who did it go off of? It's a goal kick, so off of St. Martin. Off the bounce control, top of the 18, looking for Laban. It's disrupted by the defense, but stays with Varsovi. Has to really run for that one. Laban. No one has full control. Atkins looking to take it now. Up the flank he goes. Trying to make a move, and it's touched away by Fabian. Does well there, the defender for St. Martin. Francis turns, fires it across, and it's whipped out wide. Varsovi actually kept it in there. Ends up off of Atkins. A bit of a risky play. He's just trying to pass that out of the back. Rampos just gonna hold here. Surveys. St. Martin, Varden have looked stronger as this game has gone on. Pierre. Bobbled around. And it's with Grenada. So we've seen a lot of work on this, up this right side, but not as much up the left with Johnson and Grenada. Here's Vincent up the right side. Little give and go. Plays it wide, service up. And again, just out of reach for Atkins. Vincent. Pierre. Well, we haven't seen too many opportunities for either of these teams to take the lead. But it's been a while since they played each other, since September, and a lot has changed, especially for Grenada. Look a lot stronger as of late. Vincent swerving through, loses a couple defenders. Now he runs into one, and it's gonna hang up high. Dentis tried to slide out. There's a shot from outside the box, and it's saved. Rapos, no problem with that one. Laban. In the box, moves to his right. Switches to the other side with Varden. Gentis. Back and forth. Gentis with a shot, and it's just off. Well, it's a decent opportunity for St. Martin. We'll see that again. Charles Cook being tested It's Reese Charles Cook, the keeper for Grenada. Now it's a set piece opportunity. Can St. Martin take the lead on this corner kick? Varden steps back. Off the back post, headed away. Rappos, Varden, Atkins, handles now, and a well-timed tackle. Swiped away, and Aguirre gets fouled too as he stands up. Francis checking in on him. Rappos. Francis, Vincent, Pierre. Looking for Johnson, defense steps two. The way it works in League B in Concacaf Nations League. 16 teams split up into groups of 4, and everybody plays each other twice within a group. So this is a final game for Grenada and St. Martin. Cannot win the group. That will come down to Curaçao and St. Lucia later tonight. The same venue. Lacazette looking to throw it in. Atkins with some pressure, trying to cause a turnover right in front of Rappos. And he does well there because that's not obviously what Rappos was intending to do. Sails out of play. And it's going to stay with Grenada. Vincent. Vincent. Lofted up and in the box. Atkins looks to turn, whips it across, back post, can't connect. Johnson was open on that far post. Now he looks to drive forward, but having some trouble there. And Varden and company disrupting enough. Gabriel. In a space now. Grenada. 25 minutes in, no score yet between Grenada and St. Martin. It was scoreless between Grenada and St. Lucia at the halftime break. Contact at the edge of the 18, but no call. Hippolyte goes down and he wanted a whistle. I think if he got one, it still would have been outside of the box, not a penalty. Francis gets tripped that time around, and it is a free kick for Grenada. Gent is going to get warning here. This is a square ball. And it's obviously a collision, but here's that foul. I don't think there was too much to that in the last play to earn a free kick, but this one certainly earns a free kick. Well, both of these teams going to get an opportunity to talk things over in the cooling break. Scoreless so far. I mentioned that there was no score for Grenada in the last game after a half, and scored 4 unanswered goals against St. Lucia. They have some really threatening players that can come in off the bench, but obviously both of these teams would like to take at least a 1-goal lead into halftime for peace of mind. Well, historically, Grenada has won every game against St. Martin, and they've outscored St. Martin to 22-6 in 4 previous matches played. So it truly has been one-way domination for Grenada. But today, St. Martin's had some decent looks, if they can convert one of those. Laban and Raga are going to be very important in the final third, and we've seen them on the ball probably not as much as St. Martin would like. Free kick for Grenada. Atkins rising for a header. Francis. Offside. Rappos. Laban. Being pushed backwards. Midfield working hard for Grenada, and it pays off. Hippolyte had a goal and assist in the last game. Laguerre. You can feel the energy from Grenada after that cooling break. Obviously, Charlie Joseph trying to motivate this group. I think it's hard when they know that they can't win the group. And for Grenada also can't be eliminated, or I mean, I should say relegated to League C. But there's a lot of pride to play for. Rappos gets there. Atkins was closing in. And a foul against Hippolyte. Laban. Past multiple defenders. Surging Varden gets around Pierre. Varden looking for a shot off his right foot. Now his left shoots, and he's high over the crossbar. Well, that was a pretty good transition moment for St. Martin, but you would like to put that on frame. And it's created completely by Laban. Well, this nice by Varden to just get a little bit of separation, and kind of when I look at that, it's clear that that second defender in Gabriel was able to make it hard for Varden, I think, to see the sliver of space that he needed. Francis bounces off of Arsovi, pushed it in the corner. Hippolyte. Oh, Grenada thought that Gentis was out. It's not what the assistant referee says, or I guess that's a call now, and it's a throw for Grenada. Francis gets shoved. And it's a free kick for Francis and Grenada. Darius Johnson and Francis stand over the ball. With the right texture to this, this could be a good look on the back post. That's where they choose to go. It's Johnson off his right foot. Atkins again rising for a header, and it's way high. Took a deflection though off the defense, and now it's a corner kick for Grenada. We'll see this again from Johnson. Atkins is right there. And Laguerre bears the brunt of Atkins and his power, but ultimately makes it difficult for a clean look. So now another set piece, Grenada. Johnson this time, and completely mishit. Well, since there's been limited opportunities in this game for either side, it's important that set pieces are crisp, and that is not what Charlie Joseph is gonna want from Grenada. Foul against Williams. Got a player in quite a bit of pain. Well, St. Martin, it's Varden who's down. And the team saying he got kicked. Take a look at this again. It's hard to tell. I mean, obviously both players had extended. I don't think that was a card, but definitely a foul, as Varden had the advantage and was there first, the touch. 10 minutes to go in the first half between Grenada and St. Martin. Into the box now, Johnson shoots, he scores! The flag went up. It did seem a little too good to be true for Grenada. No goal. against Grenada. Frustrating for Maitland and company. Varsovi. On Tanton. And St. Martin. Worked through the middle. Varden. Varsovi. Plays it up for Laban, who's got the speed. Laban gets there, but it's touched away by Pierre. And a quick throw for St. Martin. Laban swerves to his right. Now Tanton lofts it up. Put on frame, and it's a goal! St. Martin converts! It's Dennis. Gets his opportunity and finds the back of the net. And it all just comes from a quick throw in. Laban splits the D, dishes it off. Mountanton lifts. And how about that off the volley? Don't believe that dropped. See this again. Yeah, just one times it in. Raheem Dennis, St. Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, a goal scored in the 38th
No, I think
minute
Grenada
by
has possessed
player
more.
number 12,
They've
Raheem
looked stronger
Davies
in the final
for
third, but all it
Saint
takes is
Martin.
one
Saint Martin
good look.
1, Grenada 0.
And St. Martin looking for its second win in Concacaf Nations League here in 2024. Of course, plenty of game to be played. If we know anything about Grenada, we know they're a second half team. Vincent looking to equalize before the break. Headed towards the back post. Atkins rises, mistimes a little bit. Saved on the line by St. Martin. Third chance denied. And how did one of those not go in? Laban. Pushed by Francis. This is going to be a card. Multiple looks for Grenada. Rapos is out of position, and it's saved on the line, but it's not a clean hit to save it off, and so Atkins hits that into the defender and Fabian, and I think Grenada was calling for a handball.
In the 40th minute, a yellow card was issued for player number 15, Jermaine Francis from Grenada.
5 minutes to go in the first half. Johnson in a pile up, still going. Vincent, Hippolyte, back to Vincent. Hippolyte makes an overlapping run, but can't get the pass off. A player down on the far side for St. Martin. It appears to be Gentis. No, it's actually the goal scorer, and Dennis. Let's see what led to this. Yeah, just kind of got undercut and bent awkwardly, clutching his right leg. Appears to be able to continue. Couple of tight passes, Francis. Boxed out on that one. And he hands it off quickly to Rappos. And Grenada eager to level the score. Maguire off his body, pouncing on his Hippolyte. Varsovi, Liban. Cuts that one through. Montanton. Dennis. Edged out there by Gabriel. Gabriel. Pierre. Vincent. Francis. And it's touched away. Oh, we have a whistle as looks like Dennis is still down on the far side. He had gone down initially, was able to get back up, and now maybe a lingering issue. No, the training staff comes out. Dennis able to get up, just hobbling as he walks off. We'll see if St. Martin has to make a sub. Looks like Noha Malvase could be the option as he was standing up and sort of getting warm for St. Martin. Pierre talking to the center official. And Corporan just waving him off, the captain for Grenada. Johnson. Williams. Off the service, way high. Two minutes of stoppage time in the first half between Grenada and St. Martin. A 1-0 lead for St. Martin. Right now is in last place in the group standings. And we'll finish that way.
2 minutes. 2 minutes of added time in the first half.
But this group has been competitive. Everyone's kind of beating up on each other, and so I wouldn't be surprised if St. Martin could hang on for a victory. But Grenada has something to say about that. Hippolyte trends into the 18. At the spot, Johnson shoots! And it soars over the crossbar. Took a deflection, though. It's a corner for Grenada. Oh, Hippolyte, he had a lot of room to work. It's a nice pass to Johnson off his left foot. And Rappos redirects, and so we'll do a corner from the opposite side. Well, this is promising for Grenada as we end the first half. Whole series of good opportunities. Can they convert? Towards the near post. Nothing much. And no second ball as Laban corrals. Pierre. Off Aaron Pierre. Johnson. And it looks like it's another corner for Grenada. They've had 3 to end this half. Johnson steps back. On the in-swinger, back post, it goes untouched. Rapos, the keeper for St. Martin, collided with his own player. That's going to take us to the end of the first half. 1-0 the score. St. Martin up on Grenada.
St. Martin.
Dennis has the lone goal.
Zero.
That's where we stand in the final group stage match between these two countries in Concacaf Nations League play. We'll take a break, but we'll come back with highlights on the other side. Stick with us.
At Concacaf. First half, St. Martin 1, Grenada 0. 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, the second half is about to start. And here are the substitutes for the second half. For St. Martin, number 13 in. Number 13, Noah Move in. And number 3, Stefan Varsovy out. For Grenada, we have 4 substitutes. Number 11, Kevin Mayland out. And number 19, Quasim Theodore in. Number 17, Trevon Williams out. And number 2, Benjamin Etienne in. Number 5, Captain Aaron Pierre out. And number 18, Regan Charles Cook in. And last substitute, number 1, Jeremy Richardson in. And
welcome back, ready to start the second half. Grenada and St. Martin, 1-0 the score. St. Martin up on Grenada after 45 minutes of play. Well, a whole bunch of subs to tell you about. We'll start with the lone sub that St. Martin has made. Noah Moves will come in. And then for Grenada, 4 changes for this Grenada team looking for a comeback. There's that one out of reach. We see Etienne come in. We see a big player in Reagan Charles Cook come in. Quasim Theodore will also enter. And I mentioned Etienne already, and Philip comes in as well. Johnson down in some pain. Served up, and it sails over everybody. Reagan Charles Cook was the intended target. He did score a goal in the last game. Gabriel. Reagan Charles Cook. No, Charles Cook slicing that one through. Cut back for St. Martin with Varden. Tangled up with Gabriel. And Gabriel's called for a foul. Also Theodore, as I mentioned, for Grenada, going to take out Maitland. And Etienne takes out Trayvon Williams. Charles Cook takes out Captain Aaron Pierre. And that final sub, actually have it looks like Philip comes in. Raheem Dennis has the lone goal in this game. It was a hard shot to finish, and he did so well, looking for an assist on that one, and nearly converts. The other way for Charles Cook. Looking for Dennis too far ahead. Johnson. Etienne. Sliding up the flank, Reagan Charles Cook, header, Atkins is wide. That was the equalizer. One of the better looks for Grenada so far in this game. We'll see this again on the build. It's a nice ball in, and Atkins, you can see the body language, frustrated with himself. Liban. Hangs up to the midfield. Pierre. Gabriel. Gabriel. Theodore. Montanton. Oh, Montanton has the assist on the goal for St. Martin. Rappos. Up ahead, Dennis turns on the Jets. Surveys. Here's Rugg in the box. Dennis takes it himself off to his left foot, sliding it through. And the defense breaks it up for Grenada. I'll say a foul against Raga as well. Just took out Pierre. This looks so promising for St. Martin. Raga was just beat to it. Johnson. Motors forward in a collision with Dennis. No call. Johnson frustrated. Vincent was tripped on that. We'll see this sticking a leg out there. Gentis got a warning. Has to be careful. And now it's a decent spot for a set piece. Darius Johnson. Johnson curls it up. Rappos bobbles, and now he covers. Vernon. And it's held there. So just to explain some confusion, we have a goalkeeper change for Grenada. So Reese Charles Cook comes out and Chad Phillip comes in. That was the final change for Grenada. We just wanted to confirm that. But interesting, a new keeper in. Johnson. Off his body and out of play. Varden. Nearly muscled away by Johnson. Those two get tangled up. And it's Grenada ball. Johnson had him beat and Varden just rips him down. 10 minutes in, still the same score that it was at the break, 1-0. St. Martin up on Grenada. Gabriel. Right into Varden. Uses it kind of as a pass. Positive turn for Johnson. As he tried to weave through. Francis showing off his speed. Keeps it. Grenada wide. Cross. And it's stopped. Rappos gets there. We'll see this again. Yeah, just looking for Atkins, who ultimately was right in front of the keeper, and Rappos would have been hard to time that just right. Pierre. Atkins. Dispossessed. Dentist wants to go. Atkins returns a favor and rips it away. Gabriel. Francis. Johnson. Francis again. Centers. Vincent. Into the box. Ricochets out for Charles Cook. Just off of that past Atkins. Well, Grenada's been in the right spots. They've had more entries in the final third. They've had more possession in this game. But it's just about that final piece, and they have not been able to finish the job. And Rappos hasn't had a particularly difficult day in net. St. Martin reaching for it is Pierre. Rega takes off. Starts, stops, cross. And it hit off a defender and out of play. It seems like that was going to be goal number 2 because Raga just beat Pierre. But Pierre does well to sprint back and get into position. Just a corner for St. Martin. Could have been worse for Grenada. And the limited possession and transition opportunities that St. Martin has had in this game have been pretty good, have resulted in some nice opportunities, and this time around it results in a corner kick. Varden. Laban on the short option. Drives into the box off his left foot, curls. Header stays in, and Grenada has an opportunity to clear. Actually, it looks like the call is that it was out of play. So it's going to be a corner from the opposite side for St. Martin. Verdon steps back towards the near post, bobbled around, and it's a goal kick for Phillip, the new keeper. Half an hour to go. St. Martin riding that first half goal from Dennis. Still in the lead. Atkins loses that aerial duel. Hippolyte, was he fouled? No. Pierre. Gabriel. Off Gabriel's left foot. Up ahead. And it's broken up by the defense. Moves, the lone sub for St. Martin so far. 4 changes have been used by Grenada. Reagan Charles Cook. Francis in the box, header, saved. How did that not go in? What a sequence there. And hopefully we can see it again as subs coming in, or a sub coming in for St. Martin. Here, Bertrand Arn, who started the last game, will enter.
Axel Raga out and in.
Axel Raga, excuse me, will come out. Arn immediately fighting for possession. Gabriel. Johnson. Against Dennis. Johnson looks to turn. And Dennis gets a foot on that. So it's a corner kick. Johnson on the corner. Hesitating a little bit, he'll go short option with Reagan Charles Cook. Vincent. Reagan Charles Cook. Moves it to his left. Defense stays with Vincent. Johnson. Oh, they don't even get it into the box on that corner. Francis. Stumbles. and earns a foul call. Hippolyte, you can see him sort of blocking the sun. Half the pitch is covered with shade and the other half still got some sun. Into the box, and it hit the fingertips, I believe, of Rappos, and out of play. So here comes a corner. We'll see this again. Lots of pace to this one for Hippolyte. And it goes straight to the keeper. Actually went for a punch and off a defender and out for St. Martin. Reagan Charles Cook, outswinger, headed away. I think that hung up there for too long. Again, Curacao and St. Lucia will play next at this venue in Willemstad, Curacao. And that will decide this group. League B, Group B, Concacaf Nations League. Grenada and St. Martin in 3rd and 4th, respectively. We knew that heading into this game. I'm sure it's going to be a very crowded night, as Curacao has a chance to move up to League A. Header, Regan Charles Cook just off again. Really launches for that one. This is Francis, and I think Francis gets better as games go on because he just has such strong fitness. He can outrun anybody as legs get tired. No, Rappos not in a rush. Pierre. Reagan Charles Cook. Almost a full 360 to get around the defense. Pierre. Two subs coming in for St. Martin. Andre Richardson in. The goal scorer, Dennis, out.
And number 2,
Sasha Barakat in.
Number 10, John Vardin, captain.
And Vardin comes out, so the captain exits the game for St. Martin.
In the 68th minute.
St. Martin looking for fresh legs to protect this lead. Barakat started the last game that lost to Curacao. This result holds the perfect bounce back game for St. Martin. Exactly what you're looking for to end this tournament. Ooh, that through ball nearly results in a transition opportunity yet again for St. Martin. And the new sub, Arn, who came in a couple of minutes ago. A corner for St. Martin. They can get another. It feels like they would put this game away. Laban. Laban towards the back post. Phillip punches it away, the new keeper. And a whistle before that anyway. Pierre. Gabriel. Hippolyte. Gabriel again on the wing, finds Johnson. Overlapping run, Johnson keeps it in the corner. Barakat clears. Well, Arden wanted to go. Sustained pressure here from Grenada, but can they put something on frame and get a couple shots off to really test Rappos? 20 minutes to go. Pierre. Head on a swivel, but just boxing it out there is Etienne. Or excuse me, Richardson. Richardson tries it again. Francis came blazing in, was able to keep that. Or Grenada so hungry for the equalizer. Rappos. Jen sails that one up. On the left side, offside is the call. Gabriel. Barakat was all over him. Johnson. Hippolyte. Francis. Francis, you could hear the crunch in that one. Goes down and slow to get up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So Johnson is going to come out. Darius Johnson exits the game for Grenada. This is the final sub as Jamal Charles comes in for Grenada.
Jamal
Charles can be the difference. Oh, Grenada would be, I'm sure, disappointed following that St. Lucia score to turn around and lose to a team you've never lost to, a country you've never lost to. Would be a tough pill to swallow. You can see Charles getting warm as St. Martin walks over in this cooling break in Concacaf Nations League. St. Martin on the flip side looking to protect this league and walk away with the second clean sheet of this tournament. Well, Charlie Joseph talking to his team. I do feel like they've had some, Grenada has had some pretty good opportunities in the second half. As Rapos just talks to the defense as well on how to hold out. Vincent wins the ball in the midfield. Skips out wide. Up the right flank. Pierre will possess. Using Gabriel. Hippolyte. Off his left foot. Reagan Charles Cook settles the ball. Francis on the left wing. Hippolyte, his left foot again, curls it up. Francis gets around a defender and looks like he was gonna have a shot. Now 2 defenders swarm. Reagan Charles Cook shoots. Man, what a look. That is good. Again, sustained pressure from Grenada. And if they continue that for the rest of this game, get the feeling they'll find the equalizer. This one just over the crossbar for Reagan Charles Cook. Francis. Slips it to Atkins. Francis. Hippolyte. Gabriel off his left foot. Back post. Not a great shot. And Jamaro Charles. And Rapos sends it all the way down to the other end. Barakat blazing forward, shoots, and he's off the mark. And Barakat had an opportunity to really secure a victory. And once again, it's those transition opportunities for St. Martin. Atkins, Hippolyte. For Francis now. Trends into the 18, and a corner is on the way for Grenada. Defense all over that. Barakat, nice idea out front, and Hippolyte rips down the St. Martin player. And Moves, so he can't counter. Rapos. Williams. Arn punched away by Phillip. Oh, well timed by Phillip. He had to do that. Otherwise, Arn was going to be 1v1, and he already kind of was. It was a tough angle. He just swats at that. The keeper, the new keeper. For Grenada. Laban with the corner. Laban, back pose, nobody there. Opportunity for a second ball if Barakat can control, but Hippolyte giving him problems. Now Hippolyte is taken out, so he can't counter, and a yellow card. Lacazette gets that for St. Martin, but obviously did this purposely. Professional foul. Ten minutes to go, Grenada and St. Martin. Barakat dribbles right into the defense. Arn, if he can get there. No, it's Pierre.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card was issued for St. Martin in the 80th minute.
St. Martin on the move into the final third. Laban, top of the box, he has some time. Pulls it back out, looking for Arn. Too far ahead. Bit of a stumble from Francis, but luckily nobody around. Atkins holds it up, but gives it away. Pass intended for Hippolyte. Laban tackled and not cleanly. We'll see another card given out. This is to Atkins. Didn't even really, honestly, make an attempt at the ball. Laban slow to get up. Laban.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 82nd minute, a yellow card was issued for player number 9, Lucas Akins from Grenada.
Gentis. Blocked. St. Martin just keeping it away. Regan Charles Cook. Theodore. Pierre. Hippolyte. Looks around. To Hippolyte again. His services have been good in the second half. And there's one that's cut off by Rapos. Hippolyte. Pushed away by Rapos. Off the spin. Laban and company for St. Martin just trying to get out of this. And Laban motors forward. Gets fouled by Regan Charles Cook. Smart play there, just using his speed. We'll see this again. Long strides for Laban. Regan Charles Cook was beat and he rips him down. Francis back defensively, gets beat out there. And now we'll get a whistle against Richardson. See this again, Francis had control and Richardson just slams into him. Francis. Gabriel. Cross header. Punched away. Rappos denies. Wow, that was probably the best opportunity for Grenada in this whole game. And Rappos all over it. Not done yet. Another service. Broken up. Play on through the contact. Into the box, transition opportunity for St. Martin. LeBon puts it in! A powerful combination, and St. Martin up 2 goals. Well, Arnon St. Martin finding LeBon. Look at this. Dragging a defender. That's pure strength. And Arnon does all the hard work. LeBon gets in the right spot. That's a celebration for St. Martin. Well, LeBon had 2 goals in the victory for St. Martin against St. Lucia. And now he scores a goal that provides cushion for St. Martin, and I think is a really deflating goal to give up if you're Grenada, especially when you consider the opportunity through the air Grenada just had that they didn't convert. Reagan Charles Cook, now a bunch of work to do, cut off by Rappos again. He leaps for it. Gabriel. Another service off his left foot. Rappos bobbled around. Saved on the line. Atkins trying to close in, but it's out of play. A player down for St. Martin. Slow to get up is Barakat. Reagan Charles Cook looking to avoid being shut out in this final group stage game. 4 minutes of stoppage time between Grenada and St. Martin. We've seen a goal in each half for St. Martin, and one just a couple of moments ago. Reagan Charles Cook on the outswinger, and once again Rappos showing off his hops and in no rush. Richardson, Barakat, worked around by St. Martin. Going for 3, high and out. Oh, why not? Laban. Reagan Charles Cook being boxed out, an aggressive defense at the end of this game for Moves. Off the corner, Rappos disrupts. About 90 seconds to go in this game between Grenada and St. Martin. Barakat on the counter, curls that one around. Laban in the box, has some time, shoots, and he scores again. It's a brace. St. Martin up 3-0. And this just such a good transition opportunity. It just takes 3 passes. Barakat has all the room in the world, and he smartly plays that across to Laban, who finished a couple minutes ago on the counter and does it again. And that surely puts this one away for St. Martin. It's something to celebrate for this team that's getting relegated to League C. Late sub coming in for St. Martin. Laban's going to come out, going to get some applause after that brace.
And number 18, Emery Chevalier in.
Chevalier comes in. It's Emery Chevalier. Well, after that sub, that's the final whistle. And it's a 3-0 win for St. Martin. That's how these two teams close out the group stage in Concacaf Nations League. St. Martin will move down to League C, but this is a promising finish with a big-time victory over Grenada, who finishes in 3rd place in Group B. But St. Martin scored in the first half, and then Laban had 2 at the tail end of this game to really secure 3 points. And it's a hard-fought win for St. Martin. Again, final score here in Concacaf Nations League for Grenada and St. Martin, a 3-0 win for St. Martin over Grenada. Take a break, we'll come back with highlights from this match. Concacaf Nations League highlights from this game between Grenada and St. Martin. Laban showing how threatening he can be for St. Martin in that first half as it bounces around here in a light pass back from Varsovi. Nearly ends up in a goal for Atkins and Grenada. A couple of good chances for both these teams in the first half. This cut back from Varden. He has a sliver of space and just overshoots over the crossbar. Off a set piece. Atkins again through the air. Can't convert. This a quick throw in from Laban. And he just does a great job to create. Drags in 2 defenders. Now Tintin towards the back post and a wonderful finish from Dennis. That would make it 1-0. And the first goal for Dennis as he dances with his teammates in Concacaf Nations League. Looking for the equalizer for the majority of that second half. Grenada had some really good opportunities. And that one, just cannot believe that Rappos didn't even really have to make a save in that sequence. This one overshot by Johnson. And that was actually still the first half. And after the first half, the score would be 1-0. So St. Martin with an ever so slight lead on Grenada. But Grenada dominated possession. They were in the final third in some great spaces in both halves. And here's a look at that. Reagan Charles Cook, Atkins wide with it. Now, he was open many times in the box, of course, as the target player. Here he's again. Rappos trying to punch that one away. And Francis serves it up. Reagan Charles Cook has to leap over a defender, making it difficult. And there's Charles Cook again, off the mark with a shot. Punched away by Phillip on the other end, and then this the second goal. This is Arn, just, again, powerful strides. He's dragging a defender with him, and Laban is in the right spot, who just taps it home. But frankly, that was all Arn to create that goal. That would make it 2-0, and it was deflating, you could tell, for Grenada, because Barakat comes down a couple of minutes later, and he has all the room in the world. He bends that to Laban, who quickly settles and is very clinical in the box, just waits for the keeper to come out and pushes it home. That would make it 3-0, and Grenada had no chance then to come back, as this was at the tail end of the game. And you see the final whistle. So for the first time in St. Martin history, they beat Grenada, and in a pretty decisive fashion too, 3-0 being the final score. So that's going to conclude Concacaf Nations League play for both of these teams in 2024. And again, it ends in a 3-0 victory for St. Martin over Grenada. Well, that's going to do it for myself, Maura Sheridan, and our crew, saying so long from Curacao. Have a fantastic day, everyone.